Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I'd love it if you could subscribe. And if you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So I'm filming in my living room today just for a bit of change of scenery. I usually film in my office, but I've been relaxing downstairs watching YouTube, so I thought I may as well just relax and film this video. So I've got a couple of videos I need to film today. I'm off work this week, so I've been really busy doing a lot of DIY around the house, and we are currently redoing our internal doors. So I did want to try and film this yesterday, but I didn't get a chance because I was sorting out those. So today is going to be my filming day. So I'm going to film a couple of videos for you guys. For this video, I'm going to be filming my empties and products that came into my collection for April. I think I've done really well in April for not bringing in a huge amount of makeup. I think I've only got one makeup product that I bought, and I wasn't going to buy it, but then I did to get free delivery. I'll talk about that when we get to it. But I'm going to start with my empties as always, because I know not everybody likes to see what comes into my collection. My empties, I always categorise them into the different categories, so makeup, skincare, body care and hair care. And I do think, again, I do have some makeup products. I don't always have makeup products in all of my empties, but for the last few months I think I have. I've been working really hard on trying to finish as much makeup as I can. I'd like to try and finish 30 things this year, because I did 10-30 this year. So I want to try and finish 30 makeup items if I can. So what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go and put them in the categories, then I will be back. Okay, so I've put them in the different categories. I have quite a bit of makeup to talk about this month, so I'm really excited just looking down here at how much I've actually finished. So if you've never seen an empties video before, this is where people save the products that they've finished to talk about at the end of the month, to give you their views on it and to let you know whether it's something that they would buy again. So I'm going to start with makeup. Let's just jump straight into it, because I already know that this is going to be a long video, because it always is. The first thing I want to talk about is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. So I only keep my mascaras open for 3 months because I have had a reaction before, and I'm not risking it, and I already have quite a lot of mascaras anyway. I don't need to worry about that. I thought that this was my favourite Benefit mascara, but using this one, I wasn't a massive fan of it at all. I found that the formula was quite wet, and it took forever to dry on my eyelashes, so even if I just looked up or something, it would always go on the top here. Yeah, and I just thought I loved it more than I did. I think maybe my taste has changed over the years, and just, yeah, not my favourite anymore, which is a surprise to me. One product that is my favourite though, and I will absolutely buy again, is the Ico Brow Gel. I've had a couple of these minis, I've had the full size. I would most probably just continue on buying these minis because they take forever to use up. But this is one of my favourite brow gels I've ever tried. I know some people don't like this. I know I've seen a couple of people say that they're not a massive fan of it, but I absolutely love it. It does exactly what I need it to do. And for me, my preference is just putting on a brow gel and just going out the door, because it's a lot faster than trying to do a brow pencil. Or a pomade or anything like that. These are just my preference, so I'm absolutely buying more of these again when I need to. I just want to say it's a really nice day outside, so I'm sorry if you hear any background noise, but people are doing their gardens and things like that, and I'm also doing washing, so I'm sorry if you can hear any background noise. Another product that I absolutely love that I will be repurchasing, but it is so expensive, is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I get mine in one fair. It looks like this. So, I mean, it's empty, so it's big shiny pan. I love this product, but I find it doesn't take me long to hit pan and finish it, and it is an expensive product. But I've just not found a powder that works like this. It really does blur the skin. It just looks chef kiss. It's beautiful. So I'm absolutely gonna buy more of those. I don't need any at the minute. I'm trying to get a lot better at not bagging replacements until I need them, and I do have a couple of powders in my collection at the moment, so I will be buying that, just not right at the moment. The next thing I have is a foundation empty. This honestly makes me so happy because last year I did not finish any foundations, and I think this is the second one. The second or third, I can't remember exactly, but I think this is the second one that I've finished this year, so I've already done a lot better than last year. So this is the Revolution Pro foundation drops. These used to be some of my favourites. They're not anymore, I think, just because I've tried other foundations. These are still pretty good if you want something that's a bit more lightweight. So yeah, I mean, if I was looking for something lightweight and I couldn't find anything on the market that I liked, I know I would most probably go back to this, but I don't think I will buy it anytime soon. But these are so inexpensive. They're £7, and this really does last a long time. The next thing I have is the Revlon Photo Ready Rose Glow Hydrating and Illuminating Primer. I wouldn't get this again. This one had little beads in it, and I also found that the pipette didn't work very well. I don't have much luck when using products with pipettes. I find that the product never comes out of them, so I do have to find myself like pouring it out onto my hand and stuff. But yeah, it was okay. It just wouldn't be something I would get again. However, I think Revlon has come back to the UK now, so you can start to buy Revlon products again. I don't know what happened. Like, for one point they just didn't seem to be in the UK, and now they're back. So I'm not sure, but yeah, not something I would get again personally. Then another product I would absolutely buy again, I've already bought a full size when I went to London in February. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is just beautiful. I absolutely love it. I love the way that it makes my skin look. It really makes my makeup sink into my skin. It adds a little bit of a glow, not crazy, but just a little bit, which, I mean, I love a glowy base, and there is no such thing as too much glow for me. But this is just beautiful. It makes my makeup stay on pretty well, so yeah, I absolutely love this. I'm going to keep this packaging because this is perfect for travel. Full size of this is quite large, so I don't think I would want to take that travelling, but I will definitely be refilling this and using it when I go travelling. And then the last bit I'm going to put into my makeup section is a sponge. I'm not going to show it too much because it's gross. I usually use my sponges for about 3 months, and I think I've reached the 3 months mark. I can't remember exactly, but I don't remember what brand this was. I want to say I got it in a Discovered Beauty, but I could be wrong. It was okay, but I don't think I would choose it over the So Eco sponge, which I love. Okay, so that is all the makeup products. I think I've done pretty well for April. I don't usually have that many makeup products, but I'm really happy with the amount that I finished. So now let's move on to skincare. The first thing I have is the Elixir Skin Universal Emulsion Day Moisturiser Night Cream and Serum based in one. I'm not a massive fan of multi-purpose products. I just prefer something that has one focus, like, you know, a moisturiser, a serum, not everything in one. I use this as a night moisturiser, and I was surprised actually. I thought I wasn't going to like this with it being a multi-purpose product, but I didn't dislike it as much as I thought I would. I mean, I wouldn't get it again. It wasn't that amazing, but it was something that I was pretty shocked by that I didn't hate. But yeah, not something I would get again. The next one I have is the Nux Paris Nutrients Gold Nutri Fortifying Oil Cream. I've used a couple of these in the past, and I still feel the same about it as I did back then, I believe. I'm not a massive fan of this. This is quite a thick product. It just doesn't moisturise my skin the way that it needs. So I will use them, but it's not my favourite moisturiser. The next thing I have is the BB Clarity Cleanse Daily Gel Cleanser. So this was in my travel skincare bag. It was okay. It did a job. I don't know whether I'd necessarily go out and repurchase it, but it did perform well as a cleanser. If I'm remembering rightly, this one was quite runny. The next thing I have is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. Again, this was okay, but it wouldn't be something I would want to repurchase. I wasn't a massive fan of the smell of this. It wasn't awful. It just smelled like the ground to me. So yeah, I mean, it again, similar to the Barbie one, it did a job, but it just wouldn't be something I would want to go out and repurchase. I have like the Body Shop cleanser, which is I think gone up actually to £10, I think, from £8.50. I still think I'd prefer to buy that one over that. And the next couple of things are things I would repurchase. So the first one is the Garnier Ombre Soleil Anti-Dark Spot and Anti-Pollution SPF 50 SPF. I bought so many of these in the past. These are really, really nice. I do think I'm going to buy the Ultra Sun one next, just to see how long that one lasts, because I feel like I'm going through these at a rate. This is a really inexpensive SPF, but it does a good job. Like I said though, I do think I want to buy the Ultra Sun one because I really do love that one as well. But the reason I just keep buying these is because these are £8 and the Ultra Sun one I think is £23. But I remember that one lasting longer. So yeah, I've already bought another one of these. You'll see it in the products that came into my collection because I just didn't want to be without it. But I do think I'll buy the Ultra Sun one next. But yeah, absolutely, we'll continue to keep buying those. And then another one I have is the Soap and Glory Glow Your Mind Nourishing Cleansing Balm. I really enjoyed this. I have only really recently got into cleansing balms. When I lived in my last house, I used to do my skincare in my bedroom and not in my bathroom. So I used to find that cleansing balms were just a bit more of a pain because I had to, go into the bathroom and do it and then come back to my bedroom. Whereas now all of my skincare is in my main bathroom. So I've been really enjoying using cleansing balms. And I have tried quite a few. And I do think that this, at the moment, is one of my favourites. I do like the LMS ones. I mean, come on, it's LMS. I love everything LMS. But I do think, for the price, I'm going to be repurchasing this because I think this is about £15 and it did take me a couple of months to get through this. The texture of this is just so... It's really beautiful. It's really soft. I will say just be a bit careful though, because when you're taking off your eye makeup, sometimes it can get in your eyes and it can make it a little bit cloudy. But I find I have that issue with pretty much every cleansing balm. But yeah, absolutely will be repurchasing that again. I haven't yet because I've already got quite a few cleansing balms I need to use before that. But I will absolutely be buying that again. Okay, so now let's move on to hair. I have a couple of hair products. The first one is the Inlight Hair Elixir. This is one I will absolutely not buy again. I did not enjoy this. It wasn't really meant for me anyway, because it says it's especially recommended after going swimming and I don't go swimming, so I don't think that this product is targeted to me anyway. But I used it. I didn't really enjoy it. I found that it made the ends of my hair, which is where I put this, quite knotty, so I wouldn't get it again. And then I have the 72 For the Love of Hair Intense Replenishing Mask. I enjoyed this. I did really like it. I don't think I would buy this over the Garnier ones just because the Garnier ones are cheaper and they're my favourite. I don't feel like I need to keep saying that because I think you guys already know. But I did enjoy using this. It smelled nice. It was a nice thick hair mask. I did have a look to see how much it was, and I know it was more expensive than the Garnier ones, but yeah, I did enjoy using that. So now we're on to the last section, which is body. So the first one I have is the Molten Brown Coastal Cypress and Sea Fennel Bath and Shower Gel. I absolutely love this. Absolutely love this scent. It's one of my favourites. The other one is the Rhubarb and Rose. Definitely smells more like rhubarb than rose, which is why I think I enjoy it. But yeah, I absolutely love this one. This will absolutely be going into a wish list at Christmas for like the bigger size, because I absolutely love it. I just love Molten Brown products. It's only really recently that I've got into trying them from using products in subscription boxes that have come in. But yeah, I absolutely love that, and I would repurchase it. Then another shower gel I finished is the Organic Wax Scotland Bergamot Shower Gel. I was working on this for months and months, and it's finally done. This was again a nice shower gel, not one I would repurchase, so I think I would prefer to buy the Molten Brown ones. The next thing I have is the Humble Sweet Pea and Verbena hand cream. This I found to be quite greasy, so it wouldn't be something I would get again. Again, this took me a while to finish. I think just because I wasn't enjoying it, I wasn't reaching for it as much. My favourites are the Body Shop hand creams, but I also love Aveeno as well. That really helps when I get really bad eczema flare-ups on my hands. So both of them, the Body Shop one and the Aveeno one, really help. So I would always buy them. So I'm not going to repurchase that. The next thing I have is the Bubble Tea Winter Berries Bath Fizzer Cracker. So I got these from my parents at Christmas. My parents did me and my sister a big like hamper full of like beauty products, bath products. It was incredible. We absolutely loved it, and this was something that came in there, and I did enjoy these. They did work pretty well. They changed the colour of the bath. Usually I find with bath fizzers sometimes I can feel a bit underwhelmed by them, but no, I did really enjoy those. And then last but no means least, for my empties, I have my fragrance from the Scent Addict subscription, which is from the Perfume shop, if I'm remembering rightly. So for April, I don't think I featured it actually in the products that came into my collection last month. I don't think I featured it, but for April I did get the Victor & Rolf Flower Bomb perfume. Similar to last month, I just don't think this would be a scent I would pick up. It's not an awful scent by any means. It's just not a scent that I think is what I enjoy. I mean, I used it all up, so it wasn't bad at all. It's just not a scent I would personally want to purchase full price. So that is all of my empties for April. I am really happy with that. What I'll do on the screen is I'll put a total for the month. I'm not quite sure value-wise how much it will be. I mean, you will have already seen, but I'm still happy with the amount that I have finished. So now let's talk about the products that came into my collection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the things that come in my subscription boxes. So as I mentioned last month, I only have one monthly box now, and that is Cohorted. And then I also do have my Scent Addict perfume subscription, but that only sends one 8ml sample every month. I've really cut down my boxes just because I was feeling really overwhelmed, and never say never for the future, because I really did enjoy Discover Beauty, but I'm just trying to use more things up in my collection than bringing lots in. So let's start with Scent Addict, just because I've only got one thing to talk about. And this month I went for the, I'm sure I'm going to butcher this, I'm sorry guys, the Jean Paul Gaultier. I'm not sure, it's the Scandal one. I'm sure I butchered that. I haven't sprayed this yet, so let's give it a go. Oh, to me this is definitely more of a night fragrance again, similar to like the Black Opium from YSL and the Caroline Herrera Good Girl. It reminds me similar to that. This definitely has a bit more of a, smells a bit more floral as well. Yeah, first impressions is I don't hate it. I just think I need to let it sit on my skin a little bit longer. So that is my perfume sample for May. Hopefully I can finish that one in May. I find I've been pretty good at using those samples, getting them out, and then not having loads in back stock. So I'm working on another perfume at the moment in a project, but I can use that one day, use the other one another day. So now let's talk about Cohorted. So Cohorted seem to now do a lot of brand themed boxes, which is why I kept with them, because I love trying lots of products from the same brand. This month it was the By B brand. I got a lot of products in this box. It is a more of affordable brand, which I like getting affordable brands as well as more expensive ones in my boxes, because I just like trying a lot of products. It doesn't really matter to me whether something's high-end, affordable. I just love trying everything. So I got a lot in this box, which I was thoroughly impressed by. But there is another thing that did come in the box, which is a perfume sample, Chopard Iris Malika. Not really heard of this brand before, but yeah, I do keep my perfume samples and I do try to get through them when I can. So now let's talk about all the products that came in. First one I've already been using. I don't usually use products until I featured them in this video, but I did want to use this one. This was the Clean Hands Moisturising Antibacterial Spray, and it looks like this. I've just been keeping this at my desk and just spraying it. This is a really nice antibacterial spray. It doesn't feel like it's stripping my hands, which a lot of them usually do. So I've just been keeping this at my work desk and just spraying it as and when I feel like I need it. So this will absolutely be done most probably by next update. The next thing I have is the Day Glow Brightening AHA Tonic. Anything that says glow, I'm all about. I've been in need of a toner anyway because I had to buy a toner on my weekly shop. So this is what it looks like. I love the packaging. It's very vibrant, which I absolutely love. So I'll most probably get around to this one soon once I've finished the one I've got open. I then have the C-Caf Cream, Vitamin C and Caffeine Day Cream, and this one is the Brighton, I think. This one is also the Brighton range. I don't know whether I think there is some other ranges in here as well, but this one is the Brighton one. So this is what it looks like. Quite a big size for a day cream, so that could take me a while to use. I then have the Mega Mist. This is the Hyaluronic Acid Facial Spray, and this is the Soften range. I usually use products like this on the evening, like as my last step in my routine. And let's see what this one says. May be used in replacement of a toner after cleansing and or applied frequently throughout the day under and over makeup. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't realise that could be used as a toner. I may just keep it for that because I seem to get through my toners really fast, so I think I may keep it for that purpose. The next thing I have is the CBD Booster. This is the CBD plus hemp oil. It's a booster to help ease redness, reduce breakouts and relax areas of irritation. High in antioxidants to aid the repair of dry or damaged skin. Well, at the moment I am breaking out like crazy. No idea why. There's a culprit somewhere in my collection, in my skincare, my makeup. There's a culprit somewhere, I just can't figure out what it is yet. My skin, I think, will really appreciate this at the moment. I then have a couple of eye creams. So the first one is the Bright Eyed Illuminating Eye Cream. Again, this is the Brighton range. I have tried this before and I didn't mind it, so I'm happy to use that. Then I also have the Eye Plump Bakuchol eye cream. I think is that like the gentler retinol, I think. Don't quote me on that. This is the Regenerate range, and this is one that you use at night. So you have a day and night eye cream here. And then the last things I got in the box were 3 other boosters. So this is the Blueberry Booster. This is to repair and strengthen skin. This one is meant to be like a blue light protector. Not sure if I believe that, but fair enough. Then I have the Strawberry Booster. This one is to make the skin soften, to regenerate and improve the skin's moisture levels, which sounds amazing for me because I have dry skin. And then we have the Bakuchol Booster. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. This is to restore for damaged skin, improving skin's texture and elasticity. I'll be a bit more careful with the Bakuchol ones because I used retinol before and it burned my skin. So I'm a bit more cautious with products like that because I have done it wrong before and I don't want to do that again. So that is everything that has come in through subscription boxes. I definitely think that is a way more manageable amount. So now let's talk about the products that I bought. And again, I really haven't bought that much. I'm so happy. So the first one was a replacement. I needed this, and I mentioned this earlier. I don't have the product in the box because it's currently upstairs being used, but I did repurchase the Garnier SPF. I mean, this was £8, really not that expensive, and it is a good SPF. And then I went on to Charlotte Tilbury. Now, if you know me, you know I do really like Charlotte Tilbury products. My 30th birthday cake was a Charlotte Tilbury themed cake, just because I do really enjoy her products. Not all of them, and they are expensive, I'm aware of that, but I do just really love a lot of her makeup products. Not a massive fan of her skincare products personally. But anyway, yeah, I went on to the website. Also, I'm really sorry if the lighting's just changed a little bit. I think the sun has just gone behind a cloud. But anyway, I went onto the website to pick this up specifically because I saw this a few weeks ago as a sneak peek, and I wanted it. I needed it. And obviously I didn't need it, but I wanted it. And it is the Charlotte Tilbury makeup bag. So I think this is limited edition, and I just saw it for the first time and I fell in love and I needed it. I absolutely didn't need any more makeup bags, but I really wanted this. So this is what it comes to look like. So I can fit so much stuff in here. I'll most probably be able to fit in my makeup, skincare and brushes into this bag. And I know you can get these quite cheap on Amazon, Shein, places like that, but I wanted this one, so I picked it up. It was like my treat for myself because it's been really hectic and busy for me this year, and I wanted to treat myself, and I did. So I bought this, and this, so on Charlotte Tilbury I think you had to pay £49 for free delivery. This wasn't £49, this was cheaper. And I don't like to pay for delivery. So I was like, right, okay, I need to find something that I can buy that will take me over the threshold for free delivery. This box I ripped, I'm sorry, but I picked up the Hollywood Flawless filter in a little mini. I had a full size of this before, but it went off. That's my own fault. So I just wanted to try this again to see what I think, because my tastes really have changed since I originally used this, and I thought if I got a mini, I will most probably be able to finish it. Now, this one is in Too Fair. I want to say I had an even lighter one before, but I do think that this will still work. This is the only makeup product I bought, and I think that's pretty good going, considering in previous videos I bought a lot of makeup, and if this would have taken me to free delivery, I wouldn't have picked this up. But yeah, I just don't like paying for delivery. I'd rather pick up something else and have something else than pay for delivery. So those are the two things I bought, and then I did also get a couple of samples as well. So I've got the Charlotte's Magic Cream and the Collagen Super Infused Facial Oil. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Charlotte Tilbury's skincare, but I will use those samples. So that is it. That is my empties for April and everything that came into my collection for April. I was meant to get a additional box, like I get a box every season, the pyjama box, but it still hasn't been dispatched yet. I think they had a few problems with getting the actual pyjamas. So I think in May I will be getting that box. So I do think I'll have a few more products coming into my collection in May. But hopefully I'll also have a lot of products going out of my collection in May as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it'd mean the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.